At one point, you became homeless.
Hmm.
Now, there's different variations of
I
homelessness.
Right. I lost my home
Okay,
in
so
the 2007 debacle with all those.
yeah.
I was one of the people that was preyed upon, and I was greedy and wanted the money, and I took it, and then the strike, the writer's strike happened.
Mm.
So I was on a series at the time, which is why I took the money.
This was the ABC series?
Yes, it was ABC Family,
Hmm.
Side Order of Life. So when the strike hit, my writers, they they joined the strike and quit our show. A lot of writers stayed. A lot of shows continued to work, but my writers, they did not cross the picket line. So the writers took care of me for as long as the strike lasted, and maybe a year after. And I love the writers for that. But they didn't take care of me like my show did.
Yeah.
So I ended up losing my home, which meant that I needed a job before I could leave the hotel. Because what people don't understand about residuals is that actors are at the mercy of the Screen Actors Guild residual department. So there are millions of people who are in need of receiving their residuals. So you have to wait, sometimes 3 to 4 months, when the actual what is the date of when the check was issued. You may receive it 3 to 4 months later, and sometimes your bank won't even cash it or honor it because it's too far back.
Aha.
So then you have to wait again for that next check, and they only cut checks in three increments. So I have to wait. It's not like I can, I have access to my residuals.
So you lost your home,
Right,
and then you had to go live in a hotel room?
right. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't have enough for a down payment because I did a short sale instead
So you
of,
had, okay, so you sold your house and still had
right,
a mortgage
right.
after you sold it.
Yes.
Because you sold it
So,
for less than what you bought it for.
exactly.
Got it.
So I couldn't rent another home with the amount of money that they gave me. So what I was able to do is set up in a nice hotel until I booked something that would give me a lump sum of money, and I could do first, last,
Wow.
And in Los Angeles, if I had been in Cleveland or anywhere else,
Yeah. It would have
I'd been
been.
fine.
Yeah.
I'd go rent a mansion.
For 500 bucks. Yeah.
Thank you. But because I'm in LA,
It's expensive.
so you could say I was in between homes, but I wasn't, because in between homes means I have a home and I'm in between going into the next home that I also have secured.
And you have a baby at this point?
And I have a baby.
How old?
Yes. He was about 5 at the time.
Okay, so you have
And, that is what drives me, because I got tired of being lied on. I got tired of niggas. I got tired of it all. So I got married, and I wanted to just have a baby and see what it was like to just to not go to bed hungry every damn night. To be able to not have my friends be jealous of me for bullshit because of my job. You're jealous cause what? Because of a fantasy that some nigga you like has. It's a fantasy. It's not real. And I'm too real. So I took a break. I needed a break. And I did not know taking a break in Hollywood meant you would have to start all over again from scratch.
well, your break was like 5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. And at one point you had to get food stamps.
Yeah. I sure did. Me and Regina Hall got food stamps a week before I booked Townsend Television. Me and Regina Hall used to be my roommate. Well, she was my across the hall mate. And we went and got food stamps. So food stamps was nothing new to me.
Okay.
I ain't too proud to receive what I put into the community for all the years of
Right.
taxes that I paid in the 45 percentile bracket.
Right.
So food stamps is my due plus my unemployment.
Okay. And I mean, I'm not familiar with the food stamp process, but
It's very humbling.
did you actually have to go down to
Yeah, and people were like, "Hey, ain't you the girl from Friday?" Oh, all right, who boo boo? Look, stay away from the chicken or window 5. That bitch ain't shit. She gonna try to give you the lowest amount. Go to the go.
So here you are at the food stamp
Humble
office,
as a motherfucker. Yes.
and people are recognizing you.
Yes. And I mean, if I needed the food stamps, I'd go. Unemployment is an actor's best friend. I did not. I did not sign up to become a doctor or even a teacher. I signed up to become an actor. That means I have to beg for my living every audition. Every audition, I have to go in and I have to force them to want me. That's friggin', what the hell? So, I'm thankful that people are still hiring me. It's just, it's what I signed up for. So
Yeah.
there's no complaining. There's no, I can't wait and sit back and say, oh shoot, I ain't working. I don't know. So I have to diversify. I have to figure out other ways to make sure that my baby gets fed, and all I know how to do is act.